Bullish. The Sandbox, SAND, cost expectations range somewhere in the range of $3.79 and $8.24 by 2030. Market experts accept SAND could reach $3.79 by 2025. Bearish. The Sandbox market cost expectation for 2022 is $0.673044. The Sandbox, SAND, presentation. The Sandbox is most popular for its two crush versatile hits, The Sandbox, 2011, and The Sandbox Development, 2016, which produced 40 million downloads across iOS and Android. In 2018, Pixel, a portable designer, distributor, chose to bring this fruitful client-produced content gaming IP and an enormous local area of makers to the blockchain biological system. The objective is to make games like Minecraft and Roblox less famous by giving makers genuine responsibility for games and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and paying them for partaking in the environment. This update will uncover all that you want to be familiar with Sandbox and its elements. In any case, our essential spotlight will stay on the Sandbox cost forecast from 2022 to 2030. What is the Sandbox? Sandbox is an Ethereum-based local area-driven stage that permits clients to make a virtual world, play in it, oversee it, and even adapt their experience. It is a virtual metaverse where voxel game resources made by clients can likewise become NFTs. The client should make voxel resources that can later be changed over into NFTs. The game maker is likewise addressed in the metaverse as a visual pre-arranging apparatus board, permitting anybody to foster 3D games free of charge. Pixel pioneers Arthur Madrid and Sebastian Borget established the Sandbox, which permits game engineers to take part in its play to acquire games, made conceivable by the SAND utility token on its foundation. It utilizes an agreement technique known as confirmation of stake, POS. What's going on with the Sandbox? The Sandbox is a no-nonsense virtual world loaded up with content made by clients. Members can plan and construct their own NFTs, like symbols, virtual merchandise, and games. A large portion of it is finished with VoxEdit, an easy-to-understand programming for craftsmen and players to make, rig, and enliven their voxel-based NFTs. Besides, Game Creator, which permits clients to make and test their 3D games inside the Sandbox metaverse, is utilized. They can not just utilize virtual merchandise to interface with different players, yet they can likewise adapt these NFTs by exchanging them on the Sandbox. Sandbox comprises of 3 items. 1. Users can utilize VoxEdit to make and enliven 3D articles in the metaverse, like individuals, creatures, and devices. These items are known as resources, and they utilize the ERC 1155 symbolic norm, which takes into consideration the production of fungible and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, with a solitary, savvy contract. 2. The Sandbox Commercial Center is where clients can distribute and sell their resources in the wake of being transferred to the Interplanetary Record Framework, IPFS. 3. Users can make 3D games with the expectation of complementary utilizing the Sandbox game producer. While no coding information is ordered to participate in the Sandbox, its strong setup of devices grants you to make and integrate significant resources into a quickly extending universe of web-based games and universes. Tokenomics of the Sandbox environment. SAND is an ERC20 symbolic that controls all exchanges and communications inside the environment. By making an environment for tokenized game resources, the Sandbox biological system utilizes numerous tokens. The SAND token has 2 principal purposes: to act as the fundamental money for exchanges in the environment, to act as a prize to clients who add to the stage by making and organizing content, helping other people, and advancing the stage. Sandbox can likewise be utilized to purchase resources and land, advanced land addressed by ERC 721 tokens, which are NFTs. Players can house games and resources on their territories, a 96 x 96 meter computerized plot. There might be 166,464 land packages, and a home is made when a player consolidates many grounds into a solitary property. Finally, sand tokens can be marked to get extra sand and jewels and impetuses, 2 extra kinds of tokens expected to build resources. Impetuses are ERC20 tokens that lay out your resources level and shortage. Normal resources are the most uninteresting, while incredible resources are the most uncommon. Diamonds are ERC20 coins that are annihilated upon use. As well as being gotten through betting sand, pearls may likewise be bought from different players. The Sandbox, SAND, current cost. The Sandbox is as of now worth $0.841305 US. Sand has moved -6.95% as of now with an exchanging volume of $257,708,585. The Sandbox is as of now positioned 43 among all digital forms of money with a market capitalization of $1,255,987,676 US. The Sandbox, SAND, Value Expectation 2022. The Sandbox, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astonishing cryptographic forms of money to rise this year, SAND. The Sand cost conjecture for 2022 expects a critical expansion in the year's last part, conceivably coming to $1.26. Similarly as with other cryptographic forms of money, the ascent will be progressive, however no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $1.18 in cost is very aggressive, however it is attainable soon given expected coordinated efforts and headways. Sand is supposed to have a base worth of $1.01. The Sandbox, SAND, Value Expectation 2023. In 2023, the Sandbox sand cost expectation has a lot of space for extension. Because of the expected declarations of various new associations and drives, we guess that the cost of sand will before long outperform $2.10. Notwithstanding, we ought to stand by to check whether the sand's overall strength list emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, sand will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $1.68 and a typical exchanging cost of $1.85. The Sandbox, SAND, Value Expectation 2024. Assuming the vertical pattern go on until 2024, it could reach $2.94 and sand might benefit. In the event that the market encounters a downfall, the objective may not be met. Sand is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of $2.69 and a low of $2.52 in